Thanks for joining us again here at Newtown Orchard and Nursery. It's Thanksgiving week, so we're not going to do a full video. I wanted to share a little bit of information with you, what we got going on, some of the stuff we're doing, and that's it. We'll start with the apple orchard. What I did want to show you is we had the opportunity to hire some people to come in and help us place mulch down at the base of our apple trees. Looks a lot better than the weeds or the landscape fabric that we had in between these trees. Our next thing are these poles. We've got poles like this on the opposite end of each row. And we're going to be running cable in between those poles to trellis up the apple trees. Unfortunately, these type of trees will snap with a good windstorm coming through, and we've lost quite a few with the wind here. That's expensive. So a trellising wire going across will make a big difference on being able to keep them upright and not snapping at their base. Anyone has an interest of coming out and helping out, putting in posts, more posts, and stringing the cable, I could sure use the help. Well, I've got some persimmon bread baking in the oven. Let's go check it out. Oh, and I can't forget our famous persimmon nut bread. We had an abundance of persimmons again this year. And go look at the previous video that I'll link below to see how we made these. And now the muffins came out earlier. We're going to check on the loaf. And nice and clean for the most part. Well,
it's fine. It's not gooey.
so we'll take it out and let it cool. Now, if you want the recipe for this persimmon nut bread, the link we're already putting below has that recipe in the description. So look that up, make your own persimmon bread, and enjoy. We certainly are. Next, I'm working with the sheep. They've been in this paddock now for 10 days. Normally we keep them in a paddock for 5, but as we move into winter, I'm keeping a little bit longer in each of the paddocks, depending on how big that paddock is. Tomorrow, we're going to be moving them into the paddock over here, where you can see the single bale of hay. That'll be a long paddock for them to stay in. They'll probably stay another 10 days over there as well. In the meantime, in preparation, we'll feed them some pumpkin left over from Thanksgiving. And they love this stuff. Don't want to give too much. I'll only give them half of one today, and I'll probably give them the other half tomorrow as a treat, moving them into their new paddock. Oh, good sharp knife really helps. One of the concerns that was brought to my attention is cutting the pumpkin too small, they can actually choke on it. So cut them in big enough pieces that they can take bites out of it. And so that's what I normally do, is I cut them in pieces about this big. So, all right, let's give them to the sheep and see how they behave. Here we go. Oh, sorry, hit you in the head there, Brownie. So what's the benefit of giving them pumpkin, you might ask? Well, this time of year, with being a lot less grass out there, it gives them a little more variety in their diet. On top of that, it adds the additional nutrition that pumpkins offer, and then supposedly it helps reduce the parasite load in their digestive system. So I don't know how much pumpkin it actually takes to make a difference, but I figured that's just a side sauce for the goose type of benefit for the sheep. So not a bad idea. And this is the time of year to grab some pumpkins and feed them to your sheep. So why not? Today is sheep moving day. But first, I'm going to start by giving them some of that pumpkin that I gave them yesterday. I held back on half of it. I'll treat them to that this morning. I'm going to show you how difficult it is to move sheep from one paddock to the other. Now granted, I only have 3 sheep, but this is gonna be so difficult. Man, I almost broke a sweat moving them into that paddock. Now I'll treat them with the little alfalfa pellets. Not that I'm bribing them or anything. Okay, sheepies, move back. Well, this video is kind of short, which is probably a good thing this time of year, but it was more of an excuse. Although we have some information in here we wanted to share with you, it's really more of an excuse that our family can tell your family. Happy Thanksgiving!